Hi, I'm Kenneth WAJDA. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado, and I'm here with another one of my photography talks. Today I want to talk about a book. And we've talked about her before, but I just recently got this book. It's Vivian Maier, Out of the Shadows. And Richard Cahan and Michael Williams compiled it. And it's really cool because it's a square book, and the photographs are obviously mostly square because she shot a 6x6 Rolleiflex for most of her career. And this is a $60 book. At my local used bookstore, $16. So this was a find. I was like, I usually go into that bookstore and I look in their photography section and I don't expect to find anything that I'm interested in. And they had this. And for $16, it's just, you know, they have one photograph that's full page and one with a slight white border so that they can put a page number down. But just the quality of the printing, the quality of her work, the fact that she was such a prolific street photographer, and the stories. They tell us stories about when she would go into town and into the poor parts of Chicago and photograph in the market square where people were selling and buying, you know, probably some knockoff type items and things that were inexpensive, like a flea market kind of a feel. And when she would go to the beach, and when she would go to the L and ride to distant parts of the city. And each parts of the book, each section is broken up into, you know, one area where she would photograph. And I was thinking about how she is such a great observer of little details. Like she might photograph the back of somebody's head just to get a picture of their hat. Or she might photograph somebody's hands. She did a lot of work where she would photograph people's hands. And those little details are the essence of a small story. And I was thinking about Jerry Seinfeld and how Seinfeld made a career out of observational humor. And she is sort of an observational photographer. She observes the most simple things, and using a camera that can create pretty good shallow depth of field and really bring your attention to one thing in a wide frame. And her ability to get in so close to it and show it to us and bring it to us, that was her special gift. She was really a strong photographer because of her ability to observe. And so I even challenge myself, and I'll challenge you, when you're going out, even if you're walking in your own town that you've seen so many times you cannot see it new, because I know that's the case for me in my town, look for one thing that can capture your attention differently than you may have seen it before. It might just be a sidewalk crack. It might be a small little plant growing through that sidewalk crack. It might be litter. It might be, you know, anything that's your observation skills are being used and you're able to tell a small story. And it could be somebody's hat. It could be somebody's hands. None of that is, you know, not any longer relevant. Of course it is. So I recommend the book a lot. I'll put a link to that too. And I really, you know, I just find her work so incredibly well created and thought through. And I like the way she documented the world that she was in. And some of it is that element of time, but some of it is also strong composition and photography. All right, that's today's photography talk. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button and I'll bring you some more. Thanks so much for watching.